Vlad, you want to spot in the 4-boxer? You got it. There's 4 left, so let's see here. These are not, just don't pay attention to the teams next to them. I'm just going to have to run it like this. So putting them in order as they go through. And then I'll run the list on the left side. All right, Bounty. Let's see. AFC. Make sure you read the pairings. I changed them up. They're not the same as we used to do. They're not the same as Monday. They're a little different. Dylan Teravainen, you got it. So just 2 left there. Good luck, Dylan. Welcome in, everyone. Anybody else getting thunder, rain, wind for the last 3 days? Craig, you want a spot in the 4-boxer? You got it. Rain there too? Yeah, I don't. We had some. I've had some birds flying into my house, like into my vents, my bathroom vents, and I thought they were in the attic at first, and then they're not, so that's good. But the guy trying to get up there to blow it out was risking his life in the middle of a hailstorm and top of my house. Jonathan's got Brendan Rodgers, C.J. Abrams, Jordan Alvarez, and Brian Reynolds for just $5 a piece. This guy is playing the game of his life. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to basketball. I've been watching the hockey game, which was a bummer. Not even a good game. Well, unless you're a Florida fan, but I like a close game. Who for Boston? Yeah, I'm gonna lose Tatum, and then they're gonna blow this game. Jonathan will buy Alvarez from you. Jonathan. Alvarez. All right. Mark is going to take C.J. Abrams from you too. Looks like. So we got those 2. Chad just barely behind on C.J. Who else did you have? You have Brendan Rodgers and Brian Reynolds. Thanks for trying to help there, Mark. And I missed one. Kachuk, East Coast. Okay, so we're almost. Man, I had the hardest time spelling that dang name. Teravainen, Brady Kachuk. So I think we just need 1 more in hockey to fill that up. Yep. And 2 more in the 4-boxer. So we're not going to be able to run randoms until the live here. I think that's the first time it's ever happened on a random Wednesday, which is fine. Just doesn't give you much time to trade or sell. Raining bad there too? We're all getting rain, huh? Is Vlad Jr. for trading the bat? Paul, if you're here, if you want to trade Vlad, let Vlad know. Vlad is looking for Vlad. Vlad has Brooks Robinson and Steve Garvey, if that's what you're offering for trade. Okay, so one spot left here in what break did I buy in? CJ. No, that's the baseball bat, Mark. CJ Abrams. $5 for him in the baseball bat. We have pulled him from a previous case. I think it was the previous series. We've seen his name before. I'm assuming that's what you meant by CJ. If it's not, let me know. But Bill taking one more in the 4-boxer. Thanks, Bill. Good luck to you. Want a Marucci Glaber Torres bat? Last one. That's cool. I don't have a single bat in my collection, but that's probably obvious. I haven't tried to win a bat. Although there's some cool bats going around. I'd like to win like a cool chrome bat. Tim was trying to go after a Bo Jackson chrome bat. I'd take that. That'd be sweet. Willing to buy Brooks Robinson if Vlad is on. Vlad is on. Vlad, you want to sell Brooks Robinson? You decide 5 or 6. I would probably recommend 5, but it's up to you. Gonna hold was trying to trade. Okay, no problem. Pay attention to the poll. The division's changed by a little bit. AFC East-West, NFC East-West, AFC North-South, NFC North-South for our bounty tonight. We're almost there. I'm going to wait until we get these both filled up so we can just run the randoms and go straight through. The order tonight, we'll do baseball bat first. We'll do basketball second. We'll do our East Coast third, Radke fourth, and Big Al's 4-box fifth. But I want to get these randoms run so you guys can see who you have. You can chat in the chat. I don't know. Talk in the chat to see if anyone wants to trade. So we got one spot left in the East Coast jersey. I'll read off the teams or the players that are left, and then one spot left in the random team breaks. You just have to tell me that you want in. You don't claim a team here. You will get random that team. It's a 4-box for 43. So one final spot there. But in the hockey jersey, the players that are still left, we've got Andrei Kuzmenko for Calgary, Andrei Svechnikov for Carolina, Andy Moog for Edmonton, Brandon Morrison for Vancouver, Brian Rust for Pittsburgh, Cam York for Philly, Dawson is going to New Jersey, Jason Dickinson for Chicago, Josh Morrissey for Winnipeg, Matt Boldy for Minnesota, and Nick Foligno is on Chicago jersey. Nikita Zadorov is a Calgary Flames reverse. Niles Hoglander is Vancouver. Owen Tippett, Philadelphia. Ross Colton, Colorado. Ryan Reeves, I think, is Toronto. It is. Steve Shutt is Montreal. Thomas Chabot is Ottawa. Tim Stutzel is Ottawa. And William Eklund is San Jose. One of those to close us all the way out, and then we'll have 20 randoms to be assigned. We only have 2 boxes left, so one today, one Monday, then we're done with this series. On to the next. So one there left, one left in the 4-box. Let me make sure someone didn't just claim a spot. Oh, they did. Oh, there was 2 claimed there. Nate, are you here? Gosh dang it, Nate. Kip gets our final spot. Nate, are you here? We had a couple claimed live, so there's not as many left as it appears. That's 2 times in a row. Bill taking Stutzel. Thanks, Bill. So we're full on both. I'm going to have to reply to Nate, and he's going to do a sad face. Let's do this. So let's fill it up on the page so people can see that I'm not still waiting for some spots. We had Vlad, we had Craig, we had Bill, and we had Kip taking the last one. Good luck, you guys. Thanks for helping us close it. Okay, let's run some randoms. Sorry, my headphones are a little loud. I think I just shouted at the stream. There we go. Let's take Tim Stutzel out. Should be 20 names here. We'll run this random really quick first. So 20 spots, 20 randoms. Let's go over here and run these. Like I keep saying, I gotta hope that we have a big one, at least a headliner, but it'd be nice to get one of those 2 left. What is there if there's no hope? Okay, there's 1, 2, 7 times as always. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Dickinson on top, Kuzmenko on bottom. Again, I will come back and read these when we get to it. If anyone's looking to trade, take a screenshot here or pause it here and look at who you've got. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy these, run the random on the other page, paste them back in here, and then I'll sort them again by alphabetical order, so it'll mix all these up. But this is the order that you claimed. So the random order, when it spits out a number 7, will be the order that would have been assigned on Facebook. Okay, so same thing, just different way of doing it. So let's go back over here. This is for the 4-boxer. This will give you guys time to trade if you want to, or sell, or whatever it is you want to do. 7 times here on this list. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are our teams. San Francisco on top, Chargers on bottom. Let's go. Let's paste it there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to sort in order. Okay, so that gives us our names. Take a second to look at those 2. I don't want to block you out from seeing it. Sell me Pitts, please. Who's got Pittsburgh? Michael B has Pittsburgh. Jason says he'll buy Ross Colton in hockey. Who got Ross Colton? Ross Colton went to Derek. Derek, are you here with your Matthew Nyes claim? Last call on the bat, too. Jonathan Stewart has Brendan Rodgers and Brian Reynolds, both available for $5 in the baseball bat. Over here. Keeping Gunner, keeping Mays. I got your other trades in here, too. Okay, we're going to get rolling. Let's start with the baseball bat. If anybody wants me to tell them what team they got here in the full size, let me know if you can't read it. If it's too small, happy to read it to you. But we'll get back to that as well in a second. So if you want to know, just shout it out, and I'll read it for you real quick. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks for helping us fill that one. See, there's the sad face. It pains me. Nate, are you here? Nate. Okay. In the baseball bat, I think we have 3 left here. We'll figure out which one we're going to do here in a second. Brad, I've got you with Gwynn, Sheffield, and Guerrero Sr. Tim, you have Trout, Torre, and Kaline. Chad, you have Merrill, Ripken, and Robert. Brad, Ted Williams, Betts, and Carew. Don, you have Buhner, Kalenic, and Rushman. Brian W., you have Rose, Ozuna, and Walcott. Vlad, you have Griffey Jr., Brooks Robinson, and Steve Garvey. Jeff V., Jeter, Dawson, Boggs, Mattingly, Bregman, and Roland. Paul, Ichiro, Glavin, and Guerrero Jr. Bruce, Howard, Hank Aaron, Jesse Winker. Jonathan S., you have Bonds, Gunnar Henderson, Reynolds, Jim, Matsui, Torres, and Pache. Jonathan, Sosa, Mays, and Rogers. Don, Pujols, Jackson, and you traded for Julio Rodriguez. I forget who you traded with because I don't see the RT, but it's somewhere out there. I think it was Gunnar Henderson, right? Vlad, I can tell you. Just give me 1 second. Dave, Wood, Carroll, and Tucker. De La Cruz, Soto, and Banks. Jonathan S., you had Thomas. You sold C.J. Abrams to Mark, and Yordan Alvarez to Jonathan R. Jesse, you had Ortiz, Tatis Jr., and Gorman. We've got Harry Kane. That's cool. Harry Kane soccer ball is cool for sure. So last call again. If anyone wants to buy Brian Reynolds or Brendan Rodgers, just $5 for each or either of them. Vlad, you've got the Rams. Jonathan's got Cincy, and they're up for trade. Yeah, I saw they were up. They just kept scoring and scoring and scoring. Toronto did not look good at all. That series completely changed. We'll buy Elliott for sale. Ellie was a picked player, so I doubt they're for sale. Dave snatched him up on a claim. So, okay, let's close this out and figure out what bat we're opening. We've got tubes 1, 2, and 4 left. 1, 2, and 4. Yeah, no, soccer's cool. And Harry Kane's somewhat popular. He plays for England. That's a cool one. There's definitely a buyer out there for that. I don't know what it's worth. Michael B., Michael Butler, if you're here, if you want to sell Pittsburgh, if that's not the team you were hoping for and you want to jump out and give it to someone else, let us know. But if you want them, that's great. Yeah, sorry, Mark, you are claimed. Okay, 1, 2, or 4. You guys see that? Yes, you can. First roll. I'm still on a roll. Box 2 or tube 2. Right here. There's our sticker for tube 2. Missed out on getting in today, huh? You're good. Slower day on claims for sure. That happens. Something called life. I had a pretty busy day myself, but I got to be home for most of it. I just was running around everywhere. Okay, baseball bat time. Again, we'll do the basketball next. New series, we'll talk about that, and then we'll do the East Coast. We'll talk about that. And then we'll close the poll, do Racky, Big Al's, and do a couple live fills tonight, like usual. Tube 2. I don't know why I just said 4. Tube 2. These are not numbered either, so I don't know where the number 4 came into my brain, but I don't know half the things I do. Okay. I'll do it here so you can see the bottom. I'm trying to not show the signature. I don't know. It's not on that side. But it's taped, so this one might not be coming out of the bag. I may just leave it in there. If that's all right with the winner, it's completely taped, and that means it's probably nice and steady. This side is not open either, so we'll just keep it in the plastic this time. David Justice, I don't think he's an option, is he? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Don't show me a name there. I'm pretty sure I know that name. Is that not Andre Dawson? Wish that sticker wasn't so close to it. I didn't know if he was in this series, to be honest with you. I don't remember reading his name, but it sure looks like Andre Dawson to me. Who do they put in the Hall of Fame first? Rose. That's an interesting thing, because he, on his way out, he said, I don't want to be in the Hall of Fame. I wonder what his family will say. But they have to wait until he passes away, and now they're giving him a chance. I think that's lame. Andre Dawson. Because his congrats Dawson spot. Let's see who it is. His issues were all when he was coaching, right? Not when he's playing. It is Andre Dawson. One of the few I can recognize. Who had Andre? Look at that. I spelled the name wrong on the list, so I can fix that for later. Andrew Dawson is how I have it listed. Jeff V. That is Jeff Van Scoy. Nice hit, Jeff. Andre. I'm going to change it. Dawson. Let's change it over here, too. They used to provide me a list, and now I have to look at the checklist and type every name up, so go easy on me. I know there's others that I've messed up on, too, and I'll fix them one at a time. Correct, and only bet Reds and to win. Really? Was it the team that he was coaching? I thought he played for the Reds. Nice hit, Jeff. Andre Dawson. See if we can get a headliner type name. One of these next 2 bats. That's a fan favorite. Everyone loves Andre Dawson, especially Cubs and Nationals or whatever they were before. I don't know why I can't think of it. Montreal, whatever it was. Yeah, nice hit, Jeff. Congrats. Tonight is Pete Rose night, and Cincy too with a bunch of former teams. That's cool. I hope he gets in sooner than later. So now that he's eligible, would he potentially be a first ballot Hall of Famer from now on? I mean, what's stopping them from putting him in on his first try besides them refusing? Is there anything? I mean, based on his statistics, he would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, right? Remember, guys, I'm not a baseball guy. I don't know a ton. Obviously, I know who Pete Rose is. Ex-commissioner's son says he still should be banned, and his father would not let him bet again. That's funny. Only bet as a coach and to win. That's crazy. He is only eligible by a special group of voters, isn't he? I don't know. What are you laughing at, Christian? my non-baseball knowledge? There's no such thing as only betting to win. Well, he was only betting on. I think what he's trying to say is he's only betting on the Reds to cover their side, not so like the money line for the Reds or whatever it is. Eligible through the Arrows group. Same on every game. I don't know. I'll let you guys figure that part out. 5-0. Sheesh, Louise. Any variation is like betting against his team. 2028 soonest. We will watch and wait. It's 3 years from now. Okay, time for basketball. This is a new series. I have 2 cases of these. We'll likely get more down the road too. I've always enjoyed doing basketball. I believe there's 50 names. We decided to lock Kobe Bryant as a community hit. There's 2 different kinds of ways to lock a player. Either I lock them as a guaranteed random, so that would be assigned randomly to one of you, or we can lock them as a community hit like we do with Ovechkin and McDavid. I kind of like this one better. So 49 claimable names. There are still huge names in there. Bunch of huge names that went unclaimed. So this is a stacked series as far as the top half for options. We'll get both from the top and the bottom half, obviously, for the hits. But if Kobe Bryant hits, what I'll do is I'll run the whole list of 49 names. Next week, 48. The next week after that, 47. And if you own the player that comes up on the 7th random, you would win the Kobe Bryant half if we pull the Kobe Bryant ball. That's how that works with a community hit. Okay, let's look at randoms on this one. Only for Reds to win. That's what Mark's saying, yeah. Tim, Curry, Cunningham, and Kidd. Craig, you had O'Neal, Zion, and Ginobili. Chad, Reeves. You traded a 2 for 1, so 1 for 2. You got Hardaway, Kukoc on the trade, and then you also had Shawn Kemp. Bill S. Tatum, Mullen, and Artis Gilmore. Jeff V. Bird, Barkley, Carter, Paul, Doncic, Morant, and Wall. Jim, Johnson, Chamberlain, and Mourning. Dave, Giannis, Peyton, Richmond, Garnett, Irving, and Cousy. Bob Cousy? Cousy? Why am I thinking his name is Cousy? Jonathan R. Edwards, West, Iverson, Steve Robinson, Harden, and Hero. Brady, Wemby, Green, and Lillard. That's Wembanyama. Chad, Young, Dumars, and Wade. Jim, Durant, Kareem, Horry, Jonathan R. Malone, Rodman, and Thompson. Jonathan, you had Ewing. You traded those other 2 for Dikembe. And then, Steve, you claimed Dominique as a solo. Might as well bet large against the Reds. Same difference. I think if you're a Cincy fan, you're glad that Christian isn't one of the voters. I don't think Christian wants Rose to get in. Is that the hint I'm getting? How's the poll doing? 35%, 30% for the next up. Okay. You guys are going a little bit more out on a limb on this one. I like it. Let's close. Okay, we do top to bottom, left to right. So this is ball 1, this is ball 2, underneath is ball 3, and ball 4. From 0 contribution. I don't know how I guessed that. So let's open this up, and then we'll figure out what ball we're gonna open. Yeah, I don't have enough of a opinion on the baseball stuff, so I know he's got some incredible statistics, though. Okay, there's the balls. 1, 2 on top, 3, 4 on the bottom. Let's roll till we get one of those 4 numbers. 3. So bottom left is what we're opening. We'll pull all 4 out. He does. Yeah, sorry, I bet on baseball. He says, sorry, I bet on baseball on the baseballs. Box 3. Man, those are... I can't put my fingers in there. There we go. This is box 1. This is box 2. Bottom left is what we're opening, so I'm not going to put a number on this one. And then bottom right is box 4. Do you think, Christian, that there's nobody else in the Hall of Fame that did anything worse than Rose? Or do you think if he made it in, he'd be the worst of them all? Honest question. He bet on baseball games while he was a coach. Shoeless Joe was worse. I don't know what Shoeless Joe did. You're not doing anything against the rules. That's true. Okay. Okay, here we go. Box 3. Good luck, all. It'd be fun to pull one of these big names on there. They got Wilt. They got Luka. Curry on a gold ball would be sweet. Did Curry get picked? Oh, he's the first pick. Of course he did. I just didn't remember, but it was so early. Kevin Durant, Bryant, Malone, Tatum, Wembanyama. Wonder how long Tatum will be out for. Good luck. Next up will be our East Coast jersey. And then we'll do Radke and then some live fills tonight. Please don't have a big sticker in here. No big sticker unless it's on the bottom or on the bag. Don't see anything yet. Okay, here we go. If we take it out of the bag, oh, there's a sticker on the bag. So let's take it out of the bag. Of course, I see the dang name. I didn't want to see it. Wanted to be surprised. Where is the signature at? Over there. Okay, here we go. Probably going this way. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, this way. We've seen him a few times in previous series. I don't know about the basketballs, but jerseys mainly. But it's been a while since we pulled his name. I actually have a nice home and away jersey or split jersey for him I can put in the series at some point, but it's not in yet. Starting with kind of a fan favorite, not the biggest name in the series, but a cool name. That's right, Shawn Kemp. Shawn Kemp on the basketball. Did they? Who had Kemp? One of the names you see on there and think, there might be a chance we'll see him. Chad. You had Reeves, Hardaway, Kukoc, and Shawn Kemp. 6-0 Panthers. Good grief. That's not a game. They've given up, I think. On to game 6. Shawn Kemp. I'll put that bag back on tight on there after I take a picture later. Nice hit, Chad. Congrats. Okay, it's time for hockey, our final non-football item for the rest of the night besides Big Al's license. That can be any sport. Well, let's get this one going. And I got to hope that we have a big name in one of these two. If we don't, then we don't. We pulled, what, 2 headliners? I'd like to see at least one more. Jeff H., I've got you with Draisaitl, Waugh, Dickinson, and Svechnikov. CK, you have Trocheck and Tippett. Waffleboard, Christian, and Gallagher. I'm going to skip down Gensel and Shabbat as well. Jonathan R., you have Vasilevsky and Brian Russ. Jeff H., you have Faber and Zadorov. Daryl, you have Gooley and Eklund. Jeff H., Coffey and Andy Moog. Jonathan R., Kopitar and Brandon Morrison. Derek, you have Nyes and Ross Colton. If you're here, Derek, and you want to sell Colton, Jason was asking for him. Be an $8 buy sell. Sadik, you have Sundin and Foligno. Dylan, you have Skinner and Hoglander. CK, you have Curry and Morrissey. Jason M., Connor, and York. Larry, you have Terry, Boldy, Gudis, and Reeves. Dylan, you also claimed Teravainen. You got Dawson Mercer, Jonathan R., Kachuk, and Steve Shutt. Bill S., Stutzel, and Kuzmenko. Reds are playing the White Sox now. Did they? Are they? Okay, we're down to 2 numbers, so I'm going to run this 7 times. 52, 53, checks out. You move, that just means that after the random, it stayed the same. But I will hit it 7 times and show the 7 at the bottom. So here we go. There's 1, 2, 3. It didn't move the first 3. 4, there it moves. 5 didn't move again. 6 didn't move again. 7, is it going to flip back? Nope. That's crazy. Stayed 52 on top for the first 3, and the next 4, 53 were on top. Not a lot of shuffling. 53 is what we're rolling with. Final box in our 2 here. I don't know if they did a video. I looked at the schedule today a couple times. They probably did. Did you guys see the? Maybe you didn't, but Packers are going to get another alternate this year, another alternate helmet. But I don't know what it is. It just said something next to it that said something we haven't seen before or something like that. So it might be something like very different. Wonder if they do like a cheese helmet. That would be weird, but they might. But they got another alternate coming this year that they can wear once or twice. 53 is our number. Have to see what that means, though. Where am I at? There's my list. 52 is going back. 53 is being opened. Someone said black helmet jersey. I saw a black helmet concept, too, and like a chromish green, too. Any one of those would be cool. I like any alternate. But it was the comment that said something we haven't seen before. Does that just mean something we haven't seen before for the Packers? Then black would be something different or something that no team's seen. You know? I don't know. Okay, good luck all. Next up will be Radke. And then Big Al's full size. I'll shut the pull down after this one. I don't think Derek's here because I didn't hear him respond. I asked twice and didn't see Derek respond to the Colton. So don't think he's selling. Usually grabs a couple spots and just had one, so you might want both players. Yep. Now that you've talked about it enough, you know who's coming out. It's Ross Colton. I'm joking. Well, it could be. Every time I miss a guy with Christian and I message him and predict that's who's going to come out, got like a 50% hit rate on those, which is a bad thing. Okay, upside down. Come on. Headliner. Something cool. I'm blocking it back there. I still have not seen it, so I'm going to look at my screen. See at the same time you guys do. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not one of the 2 I'm looking for. Oh, I know who it is. We've actually pulled him a few times from Big Al's, but it's been a little bit. And they were the yellow and the purple ones. That's Kopitar. Is he not like in the top, I don't know, 10 players active playing that are locked in for Hall of Fame? Maybe I heard that wrong, but I could have sworn that he's pretty good chance to make the Hall of Fame. Kopitar, that's been claimed by Jonathan a few times in a row. Jonathan, that's you. Ons Kopitar. Future Hall of Famer, 110% he is. That's cool. 4 months. Even after Kopitar for a while. There it is. Beautiful. It is an Adidas, not a Fanatics Premium. Hold on, headphones falling out. Yeah, he's fun. I'm obviously joining the party late, so I have not watched him all his career. I've watched him some games this year. Ons or Onze, I don't know how you say his name. I've heard it before. C patch too. Adidas with the nice double crown up top there, size 52. Kings. Love that silver logo, man. That's cool. Fight strap there, dangler. East Coast COA, nice hit, Jonathan. Congrats. Kopitar. I think we had him. I want to say we had him twice in Big Al's. I have a lot of Kings in my reserves. I've got Kemper. I've got Drew Doughty. I've got Bernie Nichols. Who else? There's a couple more. But I don't want to. We already have two kings right now, so I can't really put more in. So I just kind of slowly put them in. I'll leave that out for a picture. Nice hit. East Coast certification on Kopitar on the Kings away jersey. Well, we got one more East Coast next week. Come on, headliner. Come on, big name. I haven't heard if he's built the new series. My guess is that he's waiting a little bit. I do have some Frozen Pond jerseys coming. We'll do those in between. We may take a day off from the hockey jersey if we. I'll decide that when we get there. But one left from this series, and then we'll either start from Frozen Pond, take a break, and then we'll wait to see how long until the new East Coast. Maybe he'll give us a Wayne or another McDavid to chase. Something cool. Okay. It is time for Radke. So let's. Man, that poll is close. I'm going to read off the randoms and then I'll close it. So if you're having second thoughts, don't let me skew your vote. But let's read these off. There was one more team that was up for sale still. Tim has in Radke for $18. We did the Giants got bought by Larry. Arizona's up for $18 if anybody wants them in the Radke. But in this one, I've got Tim with Pittsburgh, Brad, New Orleans, David L, Chicago and Vegas, Bill S, Buffalo and Seattle, David L, Washington and Miami. Tim, you have Philadelphia. Brad, you have the Chargers. Greg, Carolina and Kansas City. Dustin will buy it. Dustin, it's yours. Tim, Dallas, Larry, the Giants, Jonathan R, Denver, Ron, Tennessee, Jonathan R, New England, Steve, Baltimore, Bill S, Green Bay and the Rams, Jonathan R, Minnesota, Jacksonville, Tim, San Francisco, and Dustin, Arizona. Greg, you have the Jets, Atlanta, Detroit, and Cleveland, and then Brad, you have Indy, Houston, Cincy, Tampa Bay. So I think we sold all the randoms in that one that were available. I think I got rid of the box number, so let's retype them here. 3, 5, 7. Oh gosh. 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 8. So 8, 9, 10. They're not in order, but I'll grab the right box. Don't worry. 8's down here. 9, 10, 3, 5, 7 up top. They just got, when we pulled whatever it was underneath, it fell down. So 6 boxes. I think we're still waiting on one limited. See if we can get it tonight. We are going to open 2 of those 6 tonight. So for those that are waiting, we've got Radke now. Big Al's 4-box next. Hoping for number 8. Or that's your prediction. And then after Radke, we'll do. Sorry. After Big Al's 4-box, we'll do a live fill 3-box. Then another Radke, then some Big Al's jerseys, and we'll see if we have time for a 2-box tonight. Hello, Lulu. Go back upstairs. I think my dog's going blind. She was right next to me, and she was looking down the stairs when I was calling her name. She might be getting old. She is getting old, but she might be losing her vision. Okay, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Got your wish, box 8, or your prediction. I don't know if you were wanting that or just saying it'd be that. Box 8. Okay, let's close this. Get my list back up. What am I looking at? Oh, no, that's right. I need to put these in order. Radke's before East Coast, but we always do football last, so. Okay, Big Al's 4-box coming up next. Yeah. Skedaddle. Get out of here. Skedaddle. Okay, box 8. Good luck, everyone. You see that? Poll, thank you. I almost forgot. Did you guys swap? You did. Oh, you guys went back to your little sweet NFC North. I got Mr. Marino out there today just because I hadn't put it out there in a while. I've got that one in my collection, but that's also a future. There's 2 of them. That's also a future Big Al hit. NFC North, NFC South. That's what you're going with. Okay. Okay. Yes, I can. Here we go. Oh, chair's going out. Chair's going out. It is a flat black. So I was telling you the other day I got one in my collection, but that's not the one in my collection. One of my collections behind me in the cage, or in the whatever you call them. 3, 2, 1. I don't have a cage of helmets. I have a case. Was the word I was looking for. Rams. Los Angeles Rams on an eclipse. Well, you had something going with box 8. You called the authentic out. Box 8 wasn't authentic. Move that, please. Hook is your guess. Who had the Rams in Racky? Los Angeles was... That is Bill S. on your Green Bay random. Bill, starting with a Racky hit. First time hit of the night. That's NFC West, NFC East. I need to do this now. Let's see here. I'll show you the name in 1 second. AFC East, AFC West, AFC North, AFC South, NFC East, NFC West, NFC North, NFC South. 1 for the NFC East, NFC West combo. Okay, let's see what you got here. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Retired, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. At least I think it was 3. Aaron Donald. Beautiful hit. Authentic Eclipse, too. Back certified. That's nice. I mean, it's a simple autograph, but it's very clearly an A and a D, so doesn't bug me. Nice hit. Congrats, Bill. That's cool. Okay. I will read these slower today because we had to run the random. I know he's retired. I just don't know if he's a 3-time or 4-time or 2. I think it's 3. Nice hit, Bill. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. These randoms live. Usually I like to do it before so you guys can talk trade. We didn't fill till we were live, so we didn't have a choice on this one. In this one, Larry A, I've got you with Arizona, Jacksonville. Brad, you have Atlanta. Tim, you have Baltimore. Chad, you have Buffalo. Zach, you have Carolina. Greg, you have Chicago. You have Cincy. You said earlier they were up for trade. Zach, you have Cleveland. Bill S, you have Dallas and Denver. Greg, you have Detroit. Tim, you have Green Bay. Greg, you have Houston. Ron, you have Indianapolis. Greg, Kansas City. Jason D, you have Vegas. Kip, you have the Chargers. Lad, you have the Rams. Bill S, Miami. Roger, you have Minnesota. Greg, you have New England. Jonathan R, New Orleans. Craig, the Giants. Bill S, the Jets. Joseph, Philadelphia. Michael, you have Pittsburgh. Steve was asking if he could buy him from you. If you're here, Michael, and either yes or no is great. If you're not here, no problem. Bill S, San Francisco. Greg, Seattle, Tennessee combo. Brad, Tampa Bay. And Matt, you got Washington. Those are our spots. We will do a 3-box live fill here in the chat right after we open these 4. And then we'll do Racky again after that. So a few live fills coming up around the corner here. Let's paste that. Let's close this. Okay. Black cage. Let's shake it up. Let's get 4 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move my phone away. Let's take a sip of water. That thing will keep going back and forth the whole stream if I let it. Maybe not. Let's cross out some numbers. Okay. First number is the highest number we can pull from this, 200. 200. Next is 54. 5-4. Stuck up there. There we go. Next is 48. 4-8. And 143. 143. Okay, let me grab those. 200, 54, 48, and 143. Okay, 200 check. 54, 48, 54, 48, 143. Okay, we're good to go. Good luck, everybody. 48 up first. List back over here of who has who. We're good to go. Okay, good luck, all. 48, Series 32, Zero Wonka. Still on our Zero Wonka streak. I guess we pulled a 7 or a 6 or whatever it was the other day. Nice. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Of course, it's bunched up right on the logo. We've got a Philly Eagles Classic Speed. We get to play them again this year. Yahoo. Who had Philadelphia? Philly was Joseph. Joseph M. That ends a little bit of a streak for you. Unless I'm forgetting something, but I tend to not forget. Let's see what you got here. 3, 2, 1. Starting with another big boy. Nice. Quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Back at certified on this one. Jalen Hurts, Classic Speed. Going to Joseph. Nice hit, Joseph. You also got a Jalen Hurts hollow as well there with his little facsimile signature on it. Nice hit, Joseph. Hurts. Okay, next one up. Good start. 54. Series 32. Zero Wonka. NFC East, that's right. So that's 2 for the same thing. What'd you guys pick? North-South. That's right, for the NFC. Okay, down 2-0. Or 0-2. 0-0, 0-2. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I feel like we did just see. You're going crazy. Did we pull a camo on? How can I find out? Did we pull a camo on Monday? Or am I going nuts? I feel like we pulled a camo, but I might be wrong. Oh, Brees, that's right. Thank you. So we got a couple camos this week. Brees was the first one on Monday. There's your warning label. Don't wear this on your head. Yeah, Nathan knows. Who had Minnesota? Minnesota was Roger. That's right, Minnesota and Philly. Oh, that's bad luck for you today. That's Roger. Roger getting the Beckett certified Vikings camo. The player's not going to help the sentiment either. So I'm sorry. Roger, great hit. Beautiful big name again on a fun style. Randy Moss on a camo. I realize, though, that I do have more Mosses in my inventory than I thought. So every once in a while, I'll get low on a player, and I start to freak out. A big player, I think I need to find like 2 or 3 more, and then I do. But I build around the big players. Roger, beautiful hit. Congrats, Randy Moss. Camo full size. Okay, next up, 143. Series 32. That's about as evenly placed label as you can do, right? You're welcome. Just off by a few inches. 40%. Ooh. 9-pointer. I haven't heard this song in a long time. 9-pointer. Leaf scored. Nice. 6-1. I see a script which tells me a little bit about who this could be. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Big fight. They were kind of chippy at the start of the game, too. I thought maybe for a second we had a double up because I saw the purple on top, but they don't really have that double-sided one. We've got a Baltimore Ravens Eclipse, and it's 9 points for Baltimore. Who had Baltimore? Baltimore was Tim. Tim Kelly hitting the Baltimore Ravens, and I saw a Super Bowl MVP script. Who does that mean it is? Who was the Super Bowl MVP? Yep, okay. Tim, 3, 2, 1. You got the player we don't see that often. It is Wacko. It is Joe Flacco. I actually really like Flacco helmets. We don't see him enough to make them not cool. Joe Flacco. Cool Joe. I don't know if is he back on someone's payroll again this year, saving someone? Wasn't he with the Browns and the Colts? And he's playing decent. I like Flacco too. Always have. Super Bowl MVP. Going to Tim. Nice hit, Tim. And you got 9 points. That's an AFC North hit. So 1 there, 0 up there, and 2. I forgot to make my prediction. That was not my prediction. I just was putting it out there. I want to make sure you guys know I didn't pick the last place team again. But just as good as that. 9. Look at that. I put an extra 9-pointer in this series. There was 3 9-pointers. Whoops. We already hit 2 9-pointers. There should only be 2 in there, but there's a third. Okay. Is he back with the Browns? That's crazy. Love me some Joe Flacco. 9 points, 5-14 going to Tim. Okay, final one, box 200. Series 32. 7 more points up here. Tim, did you already have points? You did not, but 9 right off the bat. It's not bad. Sheesh Louise. Okay, 200. 7-pointer. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got an Atlanta Falcon. Atlanta Falcons. Will Flacco, Sanders forced Flacco to the bench. I got the other quarterback in front of him too from the draft. Can't think of his name. Dylan. Isn't that Dylan Gabriel or something like that? Who had Atlanta in this one? Atlanta in the 4-boxer was Brad. Breaking Brad getting a hit here. Falcons Eclipse, and it's a favorite of mine for obvious reasons. Gabriel, yep. We've got the Dirty Bird, Jamal Anderson. Jamal Anderson, University of Utah alum. On the Eclipse, JSA certified, both earpieces. Going to Brad. Brad, nice hit. Original Dirty Bird. 3 NFC, 1 AFC, a couple Eclipses. We had Jalen Hurts, Randy Moss, Joe Flacco, and Jamal Anderson. Let's do a 3-boxer in the chat. This will fill live in the chat. Good luck, everyone. You know, Sanders is starting. It's so interesting to see that dynamic, to see if they're, I mean, he's on an NFL team now where his dad's not the coach. Like, his skill's got to take over if he wants to be good, so we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Okay, let's get these spots claimed. There will likely be a list that we need to get filled at the end here. I will let you know who's left once I go through this. Scott, I've got you with Detroit. Jason, Kansas City. Let's just first, let me refresh just in case. So I'll go with the whole thing and mess it up. Nope, we're good. Dustin, Tampa Bay. Bill's got Green Bay. Larry, late on Tampa. Brady, you've got San Francisco. Steve, Pittsburgh. Zach's got Dallas. Kansas City's gone. Green Bay is gone. Sorry, guys. Carolina going to Nick. Detroit is gone. Carolina's gone. Pittsburgh's gone. Baltimore going to Bill S. Whoa. Detroit's gone. Jets going to Greg. Brad taking Arizona combo. Houston and the Rams for Greg. Indy and Denver for Brad. Cleveland for Larry. Philadelphia for Jonathan. Buffalo for Chad. Bill just behind him, Buffalo. Zach behind him, Buffalo. Bill, I've got you with Washington. Okay, I'm going to list these off. There's quite a few left. Atlanta, Chicago, Cincy, Las Vegas, Los Angeles Chargers, Miami, Minnesota, New England, New Orleans, New York Giants, and Seattle, Tennessee combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spots left. 19 claimed, 11 left. We'll chill here for a second until we get a few more of these claimed. Oh, boy. So Boston won, I'm assuming. Bill, I've got you with Seattle. Greg, Miami. Thank you, guys. Good luck to you. 2. You guys are back tied for the lead, just like that. Was the AFC East, AFC West the one that won on Monday? Now they're getting 0. It's like the first time it does what you might think it might do. New England for Greg, Chicago for Les. Down to 7 spots left, I think. So we're getting there. Atlanta, Cincy, Vegas, Chargers, Minnesota, New Orleans, and Giants. Cincy going to Zach. Thanks, Zach. I'm going to condense this list. Atlanta, Las Vegas, Los Angeles Chargers. Down to 6. Atlanta, Vegas, Chargers, Minnesota, New Orleans, and New York Giants. No, you son of a... As soon as we get down to maybe 2 or 3, I'll read off the list here. A few spots left. Racky next, probably a 2-box licensed jersey, and we may or may not do the final 2-boxer, depending on who's around. But we were a little bit slower filling earlier, slower filling this 3-box, so maybe a night where we skip the final 2-box, but I'll let you guys decide that. Either way works great for me. Nathan with Vegas. Down to 5. Five away, almost there. 25 claim, 5 left. Checking on something real quick here. Or not. Why does it not show stuff in order? It makes me just absolutely hate Facebook. Atlanta, Chargers, Minnesota, New Orleans, and Giants all have plenty of great names left in them. Even if you see them ahead earlier, that doesn't, I mean, obviously there's not another Moss in there for Minnesota. Minnesota has tons of fun names, as do the other teams. I used to get in trouble for whistling because it messed up people's dogs in the background when they were watching me, so I need to stop doing that. No more whistling, Al. Chargers from Joseph. Thanks, Joseph. Good luck to you. Down to 4. I'm going to read off who has who for the time being. We got 4 left here. Brad, you've got the Arizona combo. Atlanta is open. Bill S. Baltimore, Chad Buffalo, Nick, you have Carolina, Les, Chicago, Zach, Cincy, Larry, you have Cleveland, Zach, you have Dallas, Brad, Denver, Scott H, Detroit, Bill S, Green Bay, Greg, you have Houston, Brad, you have Indy, Jason, you have Kansas City, Nathan, Vegas, Joseph, the Chargers, Greg, you have the Rams, Miami, and New England, and the Jets, Jonathan, Philadelphia, Steve, Pittsburgh, Brady, San Francisco, Bill S, Seattle, Tennessee, and Washington, and Dustin, you have Tampa. So 4 left here. I can start rolling bingo balls. I'll leave the screen up just so you guys can see who's left. I'll show the balls close. I don't even know who has my kids tonight. Assuming my wife set it up, so. Don't need to shake it. Let's get 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, first number is 43. Holding it close. 4, 3. Another low number, 27, 2, 7. And any more low? Nope, going higher on this one. 137, 137. Jalen Hurts, any interest in trading for the Aaron Donald Authentic, the Eclipse behind it? That was Joseph. Joseph, if you want to trade the Hurts for the Aaron Donald Eclipse Authentic, let him know. Good offer. Let's do this. Let's do 28 each for the last 4. Atlanta, Minnesota, New Orleans, and the Giants are all discounted to 28 to help us get closed. I'll come back in a second looking for 27, 43, and 137. 27, 43, 137. 27, 43. Yes, hello. I'm upstairs. I'll be home in a little bit. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, I'm going to close my screen after I fill these out. Got Greg with Atlanta with an asterisk. Whoa. Jonathan R. with Minnesota with an asterisk. And then Giants is Mark for 28 with an asterisk. Just the Saints left to close us up on this one, guys. We'll do a Racky next and then some licensed jerseys after that. And we'll see if anything else gets done. Again, Joseph, if you want to do a trade, Jalen Hurts for Aaron Donald, let Bill know. You can think about it, obviously. You don't have to say yes or no. Matt, you'll help with New Orleans. Okay, 28 for that one, not 32 on this time around. I mean, I don't think I know anyone that runs a series like mine that does it cheaper than I do, so I don't like to discount. But if it takes a while to fill and we're gonna be sitting around, I don't mind doing it. So not something we do all that often. Okay, I read them off before. The last, Greg, you had Atlanta. New Orleans, Matt, you had New Orleans. Mark, you had the Giants. And who did I miss? Jonathan, you had Minnesota. Thanks, guys. Let's get this rolling. Racky coming up next. If I can find there it is. And then we'll do some licensed jerseys after that. Probably a 2-boxer. Tomorrow, 3-boxer with probably Fire Factor. I need to decide tonight, but I think we will. 27, did I make sure? 27, check. 43, check. 137, check. Okay, good luck all. 27, Series 32. Zero Wonka. I'm now realizing, did I not give Brad his Wonka? I did not. Brad, and you had 7 Wonka. Ooh, that gets you up in the business end of the standings too, Brad. Just a couple back. 7. Jamal Anderson. Mr. Dirty Bird. Okay, 3-boxer. Good luck all. Box 27. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. One of the final 4 sitting around. I always think in my head, and I want to say out loud that I bet one of them hits, but if I say that, they won't, so I don't say it. I don't really root for late teams or early teams to hit. I just want whatever hits. This time it did. I thought I felt something rolling around, but I guess I'm not. Minnesota on an STS. 1.0. Minnesota was Jonathan R. Let's see what you got here. 3, 2, 1. Nice yellow ink. One of my favorite tight ends in the league. I still don't understand why Detroit let go of him as fast as they did. No, he didn't even complain, did he? He was just pointing out the fact. Nice hit, Jonathan. TJ Hawkinson, 87. Vikings tight end. Beauty. No, just pointing it out. Exactly. There's a big difference. Yeah, how the universe works sometimes. And it's always on random night, I swear. You could be chasing a team 2 full series, and then they get assigned to someone else on random. They won't trade it, and then boom. That one have Wonka? I don't think so. Nope. 0 Wonka, unfortunately. Did I say this one does not have Wonka either? We've pulled a 9 and a 7 so far tonight. See if we get any more with this one, or maybe if we do 2 more later on. Usually I have the box open up to the front, but not on this one. Oh, this one. Well, there's a little bit of a theme for the week, more than normal. 3, 2, 1. We got another camo. I was gonna do I keep talking about it. I'll probably do it some point here soon. A little poll, like, what helmet would you rather have? Because I find myself adding stuff that I think is cool, but I don't know if you guys think is cool compared to what the other options are. So we got a camo for the Cardinals. That's going to Arizona Jacksonville combo. That's Brad. Brad hitting again tonight. So let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1. Who knows who that is? So with each series, I add in the big guys from each team. So Arizona, you know, I can't find a Fitzgerald every single series, so he's not in every series, but I do what I can. J.J. Watt, Kyler Murray. But then for some of the stuff that's in between, like, would you rather see this guy on a camo, or would you rather see like a DeAndre Hopkins Lunar? I went with this one instead of one of the more common ones. That's Otis Anderson. Otis Anderson on the camo going to Brad. I'm gonna put like a pull up with some pictures and see how most of you guys lean when it comes to stuff like that compared to guys you see a little more often. I know the way I think, but I'm not the same as everyone else. STS3 is the only STS I like. Yeah. I like 3, I like 2, I like 1. I think I like 3 and 2 the best tied, and then 1 right behind it. Brad, nice hit. Otis Anderson on the camo. We also had TJ Hawkins and Jamal Anderson. Oh, no, we didn't. Sorry. I was about to hit enter. We've only done Jamal in the first one. Sorry. You got me thinking we were done with that break. We're not done with that break. STS and a camo so far. Can you imagine the outcry post the Racky break in the middle of this one? Whoops. So anyways, you'll have to let me know your thoughts. Kind of a player that you see a lot more often, or a name that's not as big. I mean, I guess Hopkins isn't huge either. But Otis Anderson on a camo, or Hopkins on a Lunar or something. So stuff like that. Sorry, I'm messing you guys up. We're not quite to the Racky. I'm jackwagon today. Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a flash. Flash for Indianapolis. I said 0 Wonka, right? Yes, I did. Who had Indy in this break? That would be Brad, doubling up in this break. Breaking Brad hitting Indy on the flash. 3, 2, 1. You might like that one. Peyton Manning showing up on a Colts flash. Man, I love that helmet. Very nice hit, Brad. Congrats. About time I pull you a big name. You've been pulling me some big ones lately. Brad, that's beautiful. Nice hit. Fanatic certified on this one. Now I can do a recap since I tried to mess everyone up. But that's beautiful. Beautiful helmet. Nice flash. We had TJ Hawkinson, Otis Anderson, and Peyton Manning. Let's do a Racky fill now. See where this goes. Congrats, winners. Sorry, those that didn't win. Double up's great for those that hit it. Not so great for everyone else. But like I always say, yeah, some great helmets. 3 main headliner type names and then a bunch of fun stuff in between too. Okay. I think we had some decent names coming on Monday too. I said at the start of the series, in the middle, it kind of felt like we were more back-ended, and it kind of seems like we are. Jonathan R., New England. Steve, you got Pittsburgh. Minnesota for Jason with a random up. San Francisco for Joseph with a random up. Dallas for Jason with a random up. Tampa Bay for Dustin. Dallas gone. Green Bay for Bill. Chicago for Dave. That's number 8. Denver, number 9 is Bill. Number 10 is Carolina for Greg. Denver's gone. Buffalo is number 11 for Bill. Kansas City, number 12 for Nathan. Washington, number 13 for David. Brad just buying on Washington. Number 14 is Detroit for Greg. Steelers for Dave is number 5. Nope, Steelers are gone. Sorry. Chargers and Indy are 15 and 16 for Brad. Chargers and Indy 15, 16, which closes. Let me make sure I didn't over or underbook us. I did not. So we got some randoms up. Let's see who's claiming what. Buy 2 randoms. Dave's got 2. And then Roger will buy the other ones. That's all 3. That was quick. I appreciate it, guys. Let's see what we get from this. Again, we did not add any new jerseys to the license series. We hit 2, so there's now 62 available. I think we're going to default to a 2-box tonight, just by way of everything else that's been filmed. So only 20 spots to fill. Each random that you sell or buy is $10. We've been having a lot of randoms that try to get sold. I can't always get them out, but you can definitely try to sell if you want to. Just claim knowing that there's a chance they will not sell at the start as a random or as a player later if you get a player. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to add a Manning, one of the Mannings, to the series this weekend for the licensed jerseys, maybe next week. It just came in today. Okay, 7 times on the random here for Radke. You see my screen? You can. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Giants on top, Miami on bottom. Okay, Jonathan R., I've got you with New England and the Giants. Steve, you have Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Jason, you have Minnesota. You sold your random to David L. That's Tennessee. Joseph, you have San Francisco. You sold your random to David. That's Las Vegas. Jason T., you have Dallas. You sold your random to Roger. Roger, you have Cincy. Dustin, Tampa and Philly. Bill S., Green Bay, Rams, Denver, and Jacksonville. Buffalo and Atlanta as well, so I'm going to keep skipping. David L., Chicago and Arizona. Greg, Carolina, New Orleans. Nathan, Kansas City, Cleveland. David L., Washington, Houston. Greg, Detroit and the Jets. Brad, Chargers, Indy, Seattle, Miami. I should probably stop skipping, but whatever. 8 helmets. We only have 5 there. You guys hit another NFC North. Oh, boy. And then we hit an NFC West. Whoops. NFC West. And then we hit an AFC South. 0 to 2 to 3 to 3, I think, is what the score is. Which box do we open? We open box 8, right? 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. Okay. Let's run these randoms. Top number gets us our box. 3 for Dell, please. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 9. 3 times 3, you could say, I guess. Box 9. Stop sharing. Get my screen up. Go back over here. Box 9 is all the way on the bottom on the other side. Okay. Case Kane, who's that? That's a NASCAR racer. I don't know who they are. Box 9. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to copy now before I forget. So licensed jersey up next. It'll be a pick one random to $30 per spot. Just 20 spots to fill on that one. Who did we hit the other night? We hit Leo Carlson, and we hit, I can't remember the other player. Doug Williams. Right? So Leo Carlson, Doug Williams gone from Monday. The rest is still there. Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna follow somewhat a trend of the week. It kind of looks like there's some camo in there. Oh, it's not camo. I mean, it's man. We got some cool limiteds this double case. New England. I think that was the top spot today too. You've been claiming them since the last two case. Jonathan R. Patriots. Not sure why it's just stuck in there. I think this could be one of two players in my mind, to be honest with you. If I were you, I'd lengthen that out a little bit, but that's up to you. I think we got one of two players, a receiver or a tight end. What a cool. We had another Patriot custom that I want to say Bill won. It was like We the People covered helmet. I thought it was so cool. Let's see what you got here, Jonathan. 3, 2, 1. Well, that's one of my guesses. That's actually from a Rave base too. So that's a Rave with a ripped American flag theme on it. That is cool, and it is limited 7 of 8. So 8 of these made. I don't know why it's double Racky stickered, but it is. Is there another signature on there? No. You got the rare double Racky sticker. Don't ask me why. Probably one when they limited editioned it and one when they signed it is my guess when they ripped it. It's got to be why. I'll look it up later and see. What a great helmet. Nice hit, Jonathan. Fantastic. Yeah, we got some fun ones tonight. That's for sure. Congrats, Rob Gronkowski. Okay, let's do our jersey. This might be what we end on tonight. We might do a 2-boxer after. We'll see. See where we go with this. What a fun hit there. Okay, let's share my screen. Let's start getting some names here. I've got Larry with Rodman. So might be a slow fill too. We'll see if we can do it. Mookie, number 2 for James. Number 3, Joker and Allen, 3 and 4. Josh Allen, number 4. Rivera for Scott, number 5. Jefferson for Chad, number 6. We're definitely going to have some work to do on this one. Caleb, number 7. Mookie is gone, and then Troy Polamalu is number 8. So we're 12 short on this one. We'll hang out for a second. Let's see if we can get this filled. If we can't, no big deal. But we're a little under halfway. That is AFC East, so that doesn't really hurt or help you. 1, 2, 3, 3. I would say don't pay on this quite yet. Let's just see if we have a bad standoff here and we don't do much more. Let's not. Maybe some of you are already starting to pay. I heard a few rumbles, but let's make sure. We are 12 short. Oh, I did that wrong. I don't mind hanging out for a little bit here to see if we can get it filled up. I'm not going to show pictures quite yet because basically everyone's still left besides the 8 that got chosen. So we'll see if we can whittle some of these down. Someone, I was going to say, it didn't look like the chat's moving at all, but there's Zach. So it's Zach, I got you with Favre. Thank you. Good luck. 11 left here. And this isn't one that I'd really discount either. So if we can't fill it, we can't fill it. No big deal. I will read off names soon, but we'll see if we can get a little closer before I do that. Oh, I put Schmidt there. Whoops. Thank you. I was just one line off. I don't know why I keep doing that. That is annoying. Thanks, Scott. I did that the other night too. They're so small together that I think I'm clicking on it, but I'm clicking on the one next to it. So that is me. Appreciate that, Scott. Save me some headache later. Bill taking Dame Lillard. Okay, that gets us halfway. I'm thinking, well, let's wait. See what happens here. We are a little earlier than we normally are for jerseys too, so some show up just for jerseys. Jeff's got CMC, slowly but surely getting there. 9 spots left here on the jerseys. Let's show some pictures. We'll see. We'll make one more push here, see if we can get a few more claims. If not, we may nix this one. David Robinson, Cam Newton, Sergey, not Andre that I keep calling him, Sergey Bobrovsky, allowing only 1 goal today. That's pretty good. Ronaldinho, Nico Collins, Zach's taking Stockton. Thanks, Zach. Frank Thomas, Marner, and Brian Dawkins. Carlson hit, Betts got claimed. Amendola, Mikko Rantanen, Altuve, and Alexander. Marino, I don't know if Marino got claimed. Hope he's still there. Marino, Brindamore, Kempe, and Chet Holmgren. Jason Witten, Brady Tkachuk, Nathan McKinnon, Shane Doan, Tony Parker, and Anthony Richardson. Joe Montana and Jalen Rose. Mike Schmidt is there, even though I tried to pull him down. Caulfield and Carter. Steve Kerr, Eric Lindros, Stuart Skinner, Max Crosby, Tony Kukoc, Hutchinson and Verhage, Palomalu, Wallace, Ottinger, Jack Hughes, Terry McLaurin, Trevor Zegras, Matthew Tkachuk, Julius Peppers, Justin Herbert, Bijan Robinson, Max Scherzer, Slavkovsky, Nico Hischier, Shaquille O'Neal, Marcel Dion, Jerry Rice, and Romeo Dobbs. That's all of them. Okay, we'll give it just a second here. there's not really an easy way to like shorten it. I mean, we could do a 1 jersey, but that would have been 10 spots. So can't really do that either. We'll just give it a second here. We'll hang out. We got 8 spots left. Check the Edmonton score. See if they close it out tonight. Oh, and Minnesota's playing tonight too. Golden State, Minnesota. Nice. I got some stuff to watch while I'm working. 0-0 at the end of 1. We're to that weird point where we're close enough to close it, but too far away to stop it. So I want to hang out just for a second. Let's see if we can get a few more claimed. And don't overextend, obviously. If you've claimed one and you only want one, don't claim another. May have some new people rolling in here soon. Jeff taking Ronaldinho. Thanks, Jeff. Good luck to you. Down to 7 left. Slowly but surely. All right. I don't really want to make you guys wait around, but a lot of you guys have already paid. Let me check. Or some of you have paid, I should say. Maybe not too many payments yet. I'm going to come from the earlier ones. Bill with rice. 6 away. Bill taking Chet. Thanks, Bill. 5 away. This will likely be our last fill tonight, guys. I don't think we're going to try a 2-boxer. Clay Marino? Did I miss it? I did. in the world, man? Didn't you hear me say, wow, Marino's still left too. Okay, let me figure out how to put it in between there. Sorry, Mark. I don't know what my problem is there with that one. So let's see. Dan Marino would be 0. If I do 0.55, will it put it in the middle, or does it have to be the other way around, 0.45 or 0.65? I don't want to renumber everything, so it's supposed to be after Scott, right? Yeah, so it needs to be. Scott, Mark, and then Chad. Scott, Mark, Chad. Okay. Yeah, it's my fault. And then Chris taking Marner, so let's do that. So we're going to only go to 19, not 20. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, just 3 left then, since I'm having a hard time. Craig taking Kerr. Nathan taking Herbert. We're 1 away. This will close us up. Thanks for being patient, guys. Appreciate you. And then Chris taking McKinnon to close us. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Good luck to everyone. 2 winners, but rooting for all of you. Should be 20. It is. Okay. Really quick, let me look back up. I miss anybody else since I'm doing that today? We've got 1 random here, if I need, or 2 randoms. Sorry. But I assume everyone throughout the whole thing knew there were randoms up. I'm not going to wait a ton of time for people to claim those, but they may be up once he sees who they are. Is that the only randoms that were sold? Yes. Okay, real quick, if anybody wants in for $10, there's 2 solos available. If not, James will see who you get, and you can try to sell, trade them. But we have had plenty of time to have someone pipe in on those, and they haven't yet. So, well, Dustin's going to take one. Prove me wrong. One more left. Hit me with that hockey random. You always get hockey, huh? Someone that you know and love. Okay, one more. If anybody else wants it, if not, like I said, James will see who you get, and we can offer it up if we want to. Mark will take. Okay. Never mind then. We're good. Let's in these randoms. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, the last 2 will be available for $10 a piece once we see them. 5, 6, and 7. Nico Hischier and Joe Montana, both up for $10. Joe Montana. Okay, I've got Jeff with Montana first, a couple right after, and Nick with Nico. Thanks, guys. Good luck. Let me read off who you guys have. Larry, you have Rodman, Dobbs, and Verhage. James, you have Mookie Betts. Dustin, you got Eric Lindros. It's hockey, but maybe a name you know. I meant I'll take Montana. You got Sean Alexander, Mark, one of my favorite players. Bill S., Jokic, Hughes, Rantanen, Allen, Bijan, and Kempe. Scott, you have Rivera, Richardson, and Kachuk. Mark, you have Marino, Altuve, Zegras, Chad, Jefferson, Rasheed Wallace, David Robinson. Les, Caleb Williams, Mike Schmidt, and Cole Caulfield. Obi, Polamalu, Ottinger, and Slavkovsky. Zach, Favre, Crosby, and Peppers. That's all NFL. That's $3. Did I miss any others? I don't think I did. Bill S. Lillard, Collins, and O'Neal. That's Nico Collins. Jeff N. McCaffrey, Kukoc, McLaurin, Zach, Stockton, Witten, and Jalen Rose. Jeff H. Ronaldinho, Bobrovsky, and Scherzer. Bill B. Jerry Rice, Cam Newton, Aiden Hutchinson. There's another 3. Bill S. Holmgren, Thomas, and Kachuk. Chris O. Marner, Parker, Amendola. Craig, Kerr, Doan, and Brindamore. Nathan, Herbert, Carter, and Dion. Chris, McKinnon, Skinner, and Dawkins. Nick, you had Hischier. Jeff, you had Montana. Okay. Trade either. Let's see. I'll buy Bijan. Who had Bijan Robinson? Bill S. had Bijan Robinson. You know the spiel if you don't want to sell it. I'll trade either of my randoms for Peppers. Who had Julius Peppers? Zach B., you had Peppers. Would you like to trade Peppers for Ottinger or Slavkovsky? And then Zach is saying Peppers and Crosby are up. Bill's going to keep this, okay? Dobbs or Verhage for Kukoc. Kukoc went where? Jeff N., you have Kukoc. Do you want to trade Kukoc for Dobbs or Verhage? And Zach has his randoms for sale. I think did you have 2 sets or just 1? You had 2 sets. Crosby, Peppers, Witten, and Rose. I'll buy Matt Kachuk or Schmidt. Jeff says pass, okay. Matthew Kachuk is Bill S. He's keeping, and Schmidt is. Where is Schmidt? Les, do you want to sell Mike Schmidt for $10? I'll hold Schmidt, okay. Buy Witten, buy Peppers. Witten, Zach, do you want to sell Witt to Dustin? And Peppers was Zach. Zach, do you want to sell Peppers? Those are both you. Do you want to sell both of those? Obi's randoms are for sale. That's Jake Ottinger and Slavkovsky. So some randoms for sale, some buy offers. And I guess you already said they're for sale, Zach, so you're good selling Peppers and Witten. I'm just going to assume since you said that you're good. Buy Witten is Dustin. Peppers is Obi. Hopefully you're seeing that, Zach. I'm ridding you of those ones. Okay, so we have Max Crosby, Jalen Rose, Jake Ottinger, and Slavkovsky all up for sale before I run here. While we're waiting for these last minute here to get this rolling, are there enough of you that are waiting around to do full size, or do you think I'm leaning towards just calling after this? But if there's enough that are saying let's wait, Brindamore, you asked about him earlier. But if you're solely waiting around for that, I don't mind trying. Craig, do you want to sell Rod Brindamore? He said both my randoms are for sale above, so yes. Steve, you want Brindamore? I almost missed that. Good grief. Yes. Sorry, that's my bad. I almost missed that. Yours. Is David Robinson for sale, Chad? I'd definitely be in for a 2-boxer, says Bill V. Okay. There's one person at least. Probably more watching, but I may have had people run away too when I said I wasn't going to do anymore. So if that happened, that's my fault. Witten sold, Pepper sold. Perfect. Thank you. Keep Robinson. Okay. Scott said buy Crosby. I missed that too. Zach, Crosby is sold as well for you. Chad's going to keep Robinson. Okay. I already read that, I think, but whatever. So let's do this. we'll try a 2-boxer, but I'm not gonna make you guys wait as long as we did on this one. So if we get 6 claims and it sits for a while, we may just say see ya on the weekend or Monday. Okay, I think we're probably good to go from there. I'm going to copy this just for an attempt at the full size next. And if you watch this later and say, what the heck, you did more full size, you told me you weren't, I'm sorry. Always a possibility. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. First number is 30. 30. $54. 54. Oh, man. Hold on. Okay. So I'm trying to pop my back and it would not pop. $30 and $54. Let me grab them. $30, $54. $30, $54. Good luck, everyone. Box 30 up first. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Well, I know who that is. That's the pinstripe, red, black, and white. And he was claimed late by Craig. Craig, that's you. The coach of the Warriors, Steve Kerr. PSA DNA on this one. Let's pull it out. Let's look at this one. Nice hit, Craig. It's a cool jersey. Mitchell and Ness. Hardwood Classics, Mitchell and Ness, Steve Kerr. Nice hit, Craig. I feel like I had 2 pinstripe. I know we have the home and away for Rodman. I feel like I got another one at the same time, and I can't think of who it is. Nice hit, Craig. He was in there, what, a medium amount of time? Not probably closer to short than long. Nice hit. Going NBA. Okay, box 54. Like it was open under there when I looked at it, but just my brain telling me stuff. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I know who that is. That's another big name. Jerry Rice. Fanatic certified. Pretty sure this one is a Mitchell & Ness. I think we got a Nike in the dollar break. Jerry Rice. Is that you, Bill B? Did you claim him? You did. That's 2 claims tonight. Congrats, you two. Sorry to everyone else. Let's take a look at this one. Steve, 2 red jerseys. Steve Kerr, Jerry Rice. Not our first. Yeah, nice. It's not our first Rice from the series. It won't be our last either. Legacy on this one. A little bit newer style than the Kerr. Jerry Rice. Nice hit, Bill B. Congrats. Put bag in the bag. Okay. Congrats, you two. Steve Kerr, Jerry Rice. We are going to attempt a 2-box. Don't send yet, please. If we kind of stall out, we will not do this one all the way through. So please wait to send. And if you get a team you like and we don't run it, I'm sorry. Let's see here. Okay, I've got Greg with Kansas City. I've got Steve with Pittsburgh. Bill B with Green Bay. Kansas City's gone. Philadelphia for Jonathan with a random up. Green Bay's gone. Tampa Bay for Dustin. San Francisco for Brady. 6 it is. Is that Carolina? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Just let me know if it's not Carolina. Greg is the Jets and Houston. I feel like I skipped a number. No, I didn't. Jacksonville, Detroit, Dallas for Bill B, Craig, and Greg. Jacksonville is 10 for Bill B. Detroit is 11 for Craig. Dallas is 12 for Greg. Okay, we're close. We're 4 away. So we'll see if we can get this one filled up. This one we can hang out for 4 spots. But again, don't overextend if you don't want to. Don't pull an Al. Zach, Miami. Thanks, Zach. Good luck. Just a couple away here. One who would trade for a Bo Nix? Like, you're looking for Bo Nix or you're looking to trade away a Bo Nix? Which one? Whoops, did I put the wrong people on stuff? Oh, no, I didn't. Trade away? Yeah, a bunch of people would trade for Bo Nix. Who are you looking for? I know, I was looking at that in between thinking I at least will get to see a quarter. Or a period, I should say, not a quarter. Anything Dallas or Vikings? Send me a picture of it, Thomas. I'll see if I have anything. But I think, outside of me, you'd still have a great chance of getting rid of that, trading for it. Yeah, send me a picture. Okay, just 3 left. We're close. Washington for Roger. Two away. Two spots that closes for the night. I don't know if I've updated. Jerry Rice is the one that counts. Does that help you or hurt you? That hurts you. NFC West. You're 1 down with 2 boxes left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 spots left. Teams that are available: Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Chicago, Cincy, Cleveland, Denver, Indy, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Minnesota, New England, New Orleans, Giants, Seattle, Tennessee. What's the score in the Minnesota game? Minnesota Golden State. And how much time left? How much time is left? I should say. $15.5. Beautiful. This is the send them packing game, right? Aren't they up 3-1? Jeez Louise. That's awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, we're almost there. I'm not going to quit it with 2 spots left, so look for schedule tomorrow. We may or may not do Fire Factory. I don't want to say we're not going to do it. I almost didn't do it last week just to kind of take a break from it for 1 week, but we did it anyways. We may do it this week, we may not. Have to see. I've got just my kids this weekend. That makes it no harder. They'll just hang out with me at home while I'm doing it. But 2 boxes left. Sorry, 2. Well, it's a 2 boxer, but 2 spots left. Again, this is the last side of the night. Unless we, here's when the bounty will be giving away $50, but you got to get both NFC North, NFC South. So, got to go back to back on them. Okay, we'll give this a total of, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. If it doesn't fill, we'll nix it and come back on Saturday or Monday if we don't do the Fire Factory. We'll see if we can get it filled in the next couple minutes. If not, I'm not going to make you guys wait around. Put these away. College guess is on Gold Rush, Steve. That'll be on Monday. So I'll remind you, you're the only one that moved on, so you got a chance. Had to use all new bingo balls for the license series because we had to reshuffle them. Empty used box case. Bill B taking Buffalo. Thanks, Bill. I know you're doing that just to try to help us fill. Just one spot left to close us. And we'll rock and roll and we'll call it a night. See if it's still raining out there tonight. Brant gonna close us with Cincy. Thanks, Brant. Good luck to you. Okay, that does it. Let's run some randoms. Last call to grab Jonathan's random. If anybody wants to jump in for $20, that's still available. But it has been for about 10 minutes. So if anybody wants to jump in for just 20, well, let me know. If not, we'll get rolling. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Indy through Chicago is where we're at on this one. If we do decide to not do Fire Factory tomorrow, I will do some extra winner's choice, like a helmet one and probably an Art Ovechkin, since we've taken a break for a few weeks off that. We still got 3 Ovies left that are all beautiful. It'll be fun to find them at home too. So, okay, Greg, I got you with Kansas City and Indy. Steve, Pittsburgh and New Orleans. Bill B, Green Bay, New England. Jonathan R, Philadelphia, Arizona. Dustin, Tampa, the Chargers. Brady, San Francisco and the Rams. Greg, Carolina, Seattle, Jets, Atlanta, Houston, and Denver. Bill B, you have Jacksonville and the Giants. Craig, Detroit and Vegas. Greg, Dallas and Cleveland. Zach, Miami, Baltimore. Roger, Washington, Minnesota, Buffalo. Sorry, Bill B, Buffalo and Tennessee. And Brant, Cincy, Chicago. Who's Doug Williams? He's the quarterback, Super Bowl MVP for the Redskins back in the day. STS 3.0. Okay, let's close this. So again, two NFC North-South hits get you the win. 1, as long as it's not one of these, gets you the tie, and 0, you lose. We move on to the next Monday. Okay, let's get 2 numbers. Here we go. 1, 2. Sorry, lots of yawns all of a sudden. 168 is our first number. 168. Next number is 181. 181. Okay, let me grab those. 168, 181. That's a cool helmet. I like the STS 3.0. The Washington one is nice too. The helmet just white. It's this helmet right here. This helmet right here, Thomas. Where in the world is it? That helmet, STS 3.0. That's the exact one. That was the one I took a picture of. Okay, final two helmets. 168, check. 181, check. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, that's cool. I like the 3.0s. I don't have a 3.0 in my collection, but they're nice. Okay, 168 up first. Good luck. Series 32, 0 Wonka. Whoops. Well, love the style. Say it every time I pull it. 3, 2, 1. We've got a creamsicle Buccaneers throwback. Tampa Bay Buccaneers throwback. It is Racky certified replica. Who had Tampa? Bucky. Tampa Bay. Claimed in the 5 spot by Dustin. Dustin, this is you. Let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1. It is definitely one of the best. And we got the QB killer here. That is Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp throwback helmet. Nice hit, Dustin. Seeing a lot of Racky tonight, even on the Big L stuff. Very nice. I'm going to put that down here for now. Consolidate some room. Still kind of see it down there, though, too, can't you? Just trade for his flex helmet. That's cool. Okay, 181. Second one, Series 32. Finishing with 6 Wonka. 6 Wonka points. We had, what, a 7, a 9, and a 6 tonight? That's a lot of points. Only 3 boxes. I think 3 is about what you're supposed to do on a 9-box night. South, NFC South, is that... Hey, that ties you guys, right? Weren't you guys NFC North, NFC South? You're tied. So you either need to hit another one here to win or not hit the NFC East, NFC West to lose. If it's one of the R2, you tie. If it's yours, you win. If it's that, you lose. So you can do any of the three still. Oh, nice. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's neither of those two. So that is a tie, which means we'll move the dollar amount up to 60 on Monday instead of 50. So you tied. 6 Wonka going to the New York Jets. Classic Speed, the shiny one, the newer classic. Love those. Who had the Jets? It's like deja vu. Didn't we hit the Jets on the final or second to last helmet on Monday? That's Greg. I think you had it on. It was Tomlinson, right? Greg hitting the Jets and 6 Wonka points here with our final helmet of the night. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. This one's JSA. Gotta love his signature, man. Takes up the whole thing. Nice autograph. Curtis Martin, Hall of Fame 12. Yeah, nice hit. Beautiful helmet. JSA certified. And 6 Wonka. Hitting at the buzzer there, Greg. Let me get you your Wonka points. He does have a great signature. Just because he actually saw. That's our first 6-pointer of the series. That might put you into first place too. I think you were tied for. You were not tied for second or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that catapults you up. Unless I'm. Tim got 9. Bilby got 7. So he's. It's close. I think you're in first now, though. Greg E. 6 points, 5, 14, 25. All right, guys. Yeah, the bus is great, too. There's a few that are really good. So you tied on the bounty. We'll run it up to 60 on Monday. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Some fun stuff tonight. A little bit slower night, but we still did everything that we were going to do. Appreciate you guys being patient. We'll look at tomorrow and see if we're doing our normal breaks or if we're going to dumb it down a little bit. Items hit tonight. We had Andre Dawson on the bat from third party. We had Sean Kemp, Hans Kopitar, and then our 2 Racky helmets. We had Aaron Donald authentic, and we had Rob Gronkowski limited edition authentic. Some fun helmets there. Licensed jerseys for Big Al, Jerry Rice and Steve Kerr. The helmets were Otis Anderson, Peyton Manning, Warren Sapp, Jamal Anderson, TJ Hawkinson, Randy Moss, Joe Flacco, Jalen Hurts, and Curtis Martin. Saps night. I like a lot of signatures. So, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Sorry if you had a bad night. Congrats if you had a good one. If anything's staying, let me know. Same spiel as always. Happy to keep stuff here for you guys to look at trading, selling, or I'll ship it right out. Anyways, have a great night, guys. Look for the announcement in the morning. We'll see if we're doing both our normal breaks or if we're going to switch it up tomorrow. I'll sleep on it and we'll see. Appreciate you guys. See ya. Go teams you're rooting for tonight. Go team, go.